अभी भी प्लीज अगर आगे आ सकते हैं तो एक दो जन आगे आ जाइए। उधर 4 बैठे हैं ना, 4 पूरा वो उधर थोड़ा सा आगे आ जाइए। ठीक है, चलो स्टार्ट करो। हाँ, मतलब लोगों को इंट्रोड्यूस करा देते हैं।
सर सारे लोग जा रहे हैं, टाटा मोटर्स कोई नहीं भी जा रहा है।
सर वृतिका वाले नहीं जा रहे हैं, वृतिका वाले अभी नहीं जा रहे हैं।
तो वहाँ हमारे पास लिमिटेशन 25 का है, इसलिए अगर कोई नहीं जाना चाहते हैं या विजिट किए हैं या इस कुछ चीजें हैं तो कोई बात नहीं, वो इजी होगा मेरे लिए किसी और दूसरे को ले लो।
सर जहाँ सर कल बोल रहे थे नहीं जाऊंगा, जहाँ सर कल बोल रहे
ठीक
थे
है, अभी नहीं दिया है।
दिए हैं, पर शाम को बोले नहीं जाऊंगा, पर से नाम दिया नहीं पता सर, पूछ लेते चलेगा, बेस्ट है। सर इंट्रोड्यूस कराता हूँ मैम वेट को। Good morning, ma'am. So, good morning, all these students present here. So, ma'am, they are doing the workshop Karyashala, sponsored by SERB in the Accelerate Vigyan scheme. So, the event organizer is Dr. Jayant Kumar, sir, Assistant Professor, NIT Jamshedpur of Electronics and Communication Department. So, basically, this workshop is all about robotics, IoT, and automation, industrial robotics. So, ma'am will be taking the topic intellectual property considerations for IoT and robotic industries. So, basically, when you design your project, when you design your prototype, what to do next? In this workshop, you are getting to know how to design it, how to make it, what comes at to the end. If someone copies your data, what happens? Everything will be explained by Soumya ma'am. She is from Alpis Analytics, Associate Vice President of Alpis Analytics. So, welcome, Soumya ma'am. Good morning. So, welcome, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all of you. Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, should we start, Ayush?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can start, ma'am. Ma'am, I'll be turning off the mic because if I'll be turning on the mic, there will be an echo problem. So, whenever if you ask, I'll be here. So, one students will be here. They'll be turning on and they'll be speaking.
Fine.
Okay, ma'am. You can start, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's the like we are using a projector here at this side of the screen.
So, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Soumya. So, I'm working as an Associate Vice President at MNC, that's Elvis Analytics. We are working in the direction of filing copyrights, trademarks, and protecting IP. First of all, everybody might not know what is IP. So we'll begin with the basic concept of what is IP, how our inventions can be protected, and how we can take our inventions till the patent level or commercialization level. Okay. So today we will discuss about all the considerations which have to be taken care related to intellectual property rights related to technology or any technology, right? Let us consider IoT and robotics. As an example, you already are going through a workshop which involves all these topics. Otherwise, also in so this can be utilized. So I'll be giving a basic information of journey knowledge on the basis of intellectual property and how you should protect your data or your inventions from getting copied. Got it? Can anyone sitting over there tell me what do you understand by intellectual property? Can anyone just, I want to know the viewpoint that, as of now, what you guys know about it. Anyone can just rough definition or basic definition, what's coming in your mind.
बोलो
प्लीज मेक इट इंटरेक्टिव। बोलो जिनको जो भी आता है, मैम ने क्वेश्चन पूछा, आस्क।
So I personally like to interact with students. So it's better you should answer what I say because let's not make it boring session. We should interact, we should answer, we should ask. Then this is the way I like. So any one of you can just let me know the basic idea, the basic concept of what is intellectual. Anyone?
प्लीज
मेरे नाम ही सुन
जो भी आता है बेसिक्स, आप जो भी समझते हो आप बताओ, तभी सीख पाएंगे। ओके, गिव अ माइक।
what patent or
When you hear the word intellectual property, what do you understand?
no one
बोलो।
no one no one know anything about IPR.
Yeah, maybe when I am at your level, I have this course in non-subject. So I was taught a basic overview like what is IP. So really found very boring. But and unfortunately, I landed up in this field and I'm working in it. And practically, what you do is completely different from theory that you study in the classes or what your professors and in college. So as of now, from past 10 years, I'm working in this field. I work with top MNCs, law firms, and like now it's in my blood, I guess, right? So it's okay if you don't know as of now, but I just want that after spending this much time with all of you, at the end, if I ask you some questions, you will be able to answer. राइट सो जब तक हम लोग का ये सेशन खत्म होगा तब तक हम लोग बता पाओ दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट सो इट्स ओके we'll start with the basic definition and basic details of what is IP, different forms of IP, principal governings, the grant of IP rights, our operations in the IP domain. So let us begin with a general introduction to IP. In general introduction, if we say IP. The word itself is broken into intellectual and property. So, if in terms of literal meaning or theoretical meaning, if we would say, then what is property? Everybody knows what's property, right? Property is a belonging of a person which he or she is free to use, right? Like property होती है आपकी land है, laptop है, mobile है, pen है, everything that belongs to you is your right? At the same time, exclude others from the use of that. So, if in case I have a land somewhere and I have the district copy of that land, can anybody claim that that is my property? Can if it's in your name, then can I claim that yes, it's my property and I can build my home or house over there? No, not at all. So, property is something which belongs to a person. And then what intellectual property exactly means? All creations resulting from human endeavors. Human endeavors means like the creation of your mind. In a simple manner, we can say the creation of your mind, the things that you evolved from your mind. And you think that, okay, we have your work on that, and you come out with different things. It might be related to art, literature, science, technology, anything. So it constitutes intellectual property. I hope now a basic definition would have been introduced to you. I've already told you. So a basic idea all of you might have got that what is intellectual property and the basic idea of it, the basic concept, right? So if we talk about intellectual property, the intellectual property is basically nothing the creation of your mind and the protection of what is coming out of your mind, your research. Like if you're studying and you come out with a different technology, Like through this workshop also, you might be getting so many things to learn. At the end of the workshop, when these workshops will get over, all the sessions, you will have something in your mind and you learn something about. So maybe there would be some practical workshops also where you might be getting hands-on training to different technologies also. So from there might be work while the time of workshop also you might come up with different ideas or different creations which you might have developed. So that you need to protect from others. I'll give you a simple example, right? Let's go with a basic example which I really like to consider, and this makes the session very interactive. So, any one of you just pick up, yeah, just raise your hand. Anyone, anyone. I know that's we are taking it very basic. If I am explaining you the definition of property, then you can easily figure out that on what level or ground we can making you understand things, right? So, for example, let's say Ayush is there. Ayush, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Ayush is there, and Ayush is working in his lab, and he comes up with a new invention. He does something that is not known. Let us take an example of a mobile phone. A very basic example I will take mobile phone. Earlier, see, let's say we were in 90s and we had those phones which only had those games, very simple basic camera, nothing such very aesthetic nowadays due to technology or other things. So he is working in his lab on the mobile phones. He wanted to like he's just working. So what happens is I am his friend. So one day what happened? I just visited him and he showed me that see ma'am, what I have discovered today. I have discovered that we can make camera in the phone. So he is working day that he is having the research, everything he is doing. But what he says that ma'am, see, it works like this, and he told me about this, right? As a friend, he is telling me, and on the back of our mind, I have like something so I can train. Like I think that okay, मेरा जिसमें फायदा है, I go with that, right? So मैंने क्या किया? If today the session is like I'm there, you know that I am a patent attorney or I am an IP attorney, I can protect your invention. After coming from Ayush Lab, I met someone, an attorney like me, right? So I directly go to him and say, ना मेरे पास एक आइडिया है एंड मैंने ऐसा किया है मैंने कैमरा में पॉपअप कैमरा so will you protect my patent or will you do my copyright or will you do my logo whatever there are differences in this we'll come back to it later like what is copyright what is trademark what is there are really huge differences in all this people don't know about this but yes I'll let you know the differences what are actually there in all these years right so आयुष ने मुझे बताया कि मैम मैंने पॉपअप कैमरा बना लिया है ये talking about 90s when these kind of phones were not available in the market he was doing his research all the way he studied he spent lots of time months over the same thing but what I did I copied his idea and gave to the other company and earned the money later on till Ayush realized that okay, my idea has already been copied, or he might have met an attorney afterwards, and then he took it. So the first rule of getting a patent or a copyright or a trademark is this that your idea should be novel and inventive. I think all of you know the meaning of novelty and inventive step. Novelty is that your idea should be new. कुछ आपने नया किया होना चाहिए right? जैसे आयुष ने किया था उसने क्या किया था एक पॉपअप कैमरा अपने फोन में डिवाइस किया था जिसके बारे में किसी को नहीं पता राइट सो दिस इज द वे यू नीड टू प्रोटेक्ट योर वर्क योर इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी एंड you need to consider and have the benefits of that which he could have awaited, right? जो मुझे रॉयल्टी मिलनी चाहिए थी दूसरी कंपनी से, अब ये प्रोडक्ट बेच के जो उसे मिलनी चाहिए थी, वो किसको मिली? मुझे, क्योंकि मैंने इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी के बारे में मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि मुझे अपना इन्वेंशन कैसे प्रोटेक्ट करना है आगे. So first of all, if you are having this session, so people who don't know what is intellectual property or anything else can be done, क्योंकि सबको पेपर्स के बारे में पता है कि हम कुछ काम करेंगे, we publish a research paper और हमारा नाम हो जाएगा, that's it. The research paper merely doesn't give you protection on your work. If you have a patent granted, then you will have a protection for 20 years on your invention. Nobody can copy it, nobody can sell it without your consent. तो इससे क्या होता है कि इसमें खाली लोग सिर्फ अपने आइडियाज को प्रोटेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं, बट दे आर अर्निंग आउट ऑफ इट और वेरी गुड अमाउंट. बिकॉज अगर कुछ ऐसा इन्वेंशन है जो ऑलरेडी नहीं हुआ है मार्केट में, उसके लिए कंपनीज आर रेडी टू पे लमसम अमाउंट टू द inventors. So you should focus on that. That yes, we need to work on these aspects also. So basically now you all have an idea that yes, what is intellectual property and we need to protect our inventions. Right? Say yes, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So let's get back to our presentation. I hope it's visible, right?
प्लीज बी इंटरेक्टिव. अगर आपका वॉइस में यहाँ पे इको के चलते कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, डू वन थिंग. थम्स अप मींस ओके, यस मैम इज आस्किंग समथिंग, दैट मींस यू हैव टू रिस्पोंड. वन वे कम्युनिकेशन नहीं होना चाहिए. आपको मजा आएगा ना, उनको मजा आएगा. बेटर है कि आप लोग इंटरेक्टिव रहिए, आप लोग भी ज्यादा सीखेंगे और वो भी आपको ज्यादा बता पाएंगे. ठीक है, तो ऐसा नहीं कि आप लोग इंटरेक्टिव नहीं है, हम भी बोर होके फिर सेशन खत्म हो जाएगा. बेटर है इंटरेक्टिव रहिए. अगर वॉइस के थ्रू नहीं कर पा रहे, डू गिव साइन लैंग्वेज. यस नो मीन्स दिस, लाइक यस, थम्स अप, गो फॉर इट. ओके, सोना नहीं है, बैठना नहीं, बोर नहीं होना है. ठीक है, एंजॉय करो, इट्स बेटर.
Yeah. So everybody knows कि intellectual property क्या है. Now let us take it as an example. कुछ आपको स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है. How the arrows are going? Everything. So this is evolution of So how did we come so far? How did we come? Not as a word, being human innovation. So there is a difference between innovation and discovery. Innovation means that already existing things पे आप कुछ भी नया modification करते हो, that is innovation. That is considered novel in the patent industry or copyright or right. So human innovations, new ideas and knowledge. So these are two methods how we can encourage human innovation. And more human innovation we need to how do I get how it works with human innovation and so we can look for that during their creative endeavors. So like this, what happens is कुछ भी नया करने पर या कुछ भी नया इनोवेट करने पर रिकॉग्निशन मिलता है. आपने बहुत अच्छा किया, आपकी गाइड से, आपकी टीचर से, मे बी एट अ वेरी लो लेवल. I'm not talking about that if you become IC, new discovery or mutant. No, basic experiments, basic things that you do in your daily life, college, you should think of that and you should please tell your seniors and friends at least that yes, do this. Don't do like this that if you're going for a patent or for any patient, you tell everywhere, right? So this will increase the like enhance of getting the innovations in India or worldwide, right? So inventions in all fields of human endeavors. What these are some of the examples which can be considered as a form of IP. So literary, artistic and scientific works, performances of artists. I'm not only here talking about some technical advancements that you might have had. Some literary work also. If someone is good in arts and someone is good in writing poems or some artistic work, then they can also have their work protected. Everybody might have seen a symbol written on their books. C. C means copyright, right? So copyright, what does it implies that your book, the author is protecting the content that is written in the book. So you might be written, you might see the name of the author is written in the preface, and everywhere if it is copyrighted, when the book is published, most of the authors get it copyrighted, right? So you can see a symbol which says C, right? So it's a copyright. In the same manner, many of you might have seen a logo, a like brand. Some of you have seen like Levi's, Nike, everyone. On the top of that, you have seen an R written in a circle. Small capital R written in a circle. So what does that exactly mean? This means that the logo that they have made, that is Levi's, with red color logo with the white colored Levi's written on it, is protected. I or you or nobody or the other brands are the same. So these are all forms of IPRs, right? So performances of artists, phonograms and broadcasts, designs. What is industrial design? Industrial design is nothing but if in case you develop features, design, see structure of the robot ready anywhere in the market available. So you can protect the basic aesthetics also. If you talk about simple things also, your furniture, the chair, the table on which you are sitting, you can give a basic modification to these. Your fans, right? So the design is protected. So whenever you want to protect the design of the instrument or anything, your furniture, table, chair, industrial design. Logos, how have you always see on the bottom of the buttons? Then geographical indications. Geographical indications are nothing. You all know Bareilly ka Jhumka is the best example. Agra ka Petha. वहाँ की जो famous है मुझे नहीं पता. All of you can figure out that yes, ये famous है और हम इसके उसके लिए जा सकते हैं geographical indication के लिए. Geographical indication means it is basic असम की टी. तो असम में जो टी उगाई जाती है, जो कल्टीवेट की जाती है, that is protected under geographical indication. So it marks the boundaries in which that products are growing or that have been evolved, right? Second, next is trade secrets. Trade secrets, you might all know Coca-Cola is the best example. They haven't revealed the secret of the formula of their as of now. Nobody knows it, only the owners. Right? So these are forms of IP which are awarded under law. You will have these also, like I'm giving all the examples that these are separate like these, right? So you should know जैसे many a times I get people जैसे मैम पैटर्न कराना है ना, and people in the academics also they are writing design to be as a pattern. So there is actually a difference in industrial design and pattern. They don't know that. So for this, you need to have a basic knowledge of IPR. That yes, eventually, what you need to say that whether this is a patent or a copyright or a trademark or a design. These are basic forms of IP. So that's why we'll talk about these forms of IP itself. So what are the rights of the owner? For example, that the patent on my name. I have registered patent. I have grant. I have a grant. Develop. We have already done with a pop-up camera. So what is economic? I am the owner of it because I failed. He doesn't know because he did not go to the IP me and he did it. I went to the IP attorney and it's on my name. So it doesn't matter. Whoever first is the invention in the patent office gets the rights. So first is economic rights. After filing a patent, from the patent office you don't get grants. Yes, you will get a certificate which will help you to take your inventions forward to the market level. राइट सो इकोनॉमिक राइट्स का मतलब यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि आपके अगर आपके नाम पर कोई भी इन्वेंशन प्रोटेक्टेड है, ठीक है, जैसे वो मोबाइल हो गया, मोबाइल विद पॉपअप कैमरा, तो उसे लेकर अगर मैं किसी कंपनी के पास जाती हूँ और आई वांट टू सेल दैट टेक्नोलॉजी to any of the already existing brands, big brands, you say, I can give it to Apple also. If they don't have that technology, right? I'm just giving an example. ऐसा नहीं है कि एप्पल के पास वो टेक्नोलॉजीज नहीं होंगी, बट अगर हमने कुछ ऐसा डेवलप किया है दैट वी नो दैट यस देखो इससे इकोनॉमिकली फायदा हो सकता है, तो वी कैन टेक दैट फॉरवर्ड टू द बिग ब्रांड्स एज वेल. सो इन दैट केस वो हमसे रॉयल्टीज हमें देंगे और हम उनको लाइसेंस देंगे अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करने का. दैट इज नोन एज कमर्शलाइजेशन ऑफ पैटेंट्स फॉर टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर. तो बहुत ही बेसिक अगर मैं बोलूँ तो राइट्स ऑफ ऑनर क्या क्या होंगे. अगर मैं ऑनर हूँ तो मुझे इकोनॉमिक राइट मिलेगा कि मैं उसको उससे मैं पैसे कमा सकती हूँ. सेकंड, मुझे मॉरल राइट मिलेगा कि यस आई हैव समथिंग ऑन माय नेम. राइट्स ऑफ द पब्लिक rights to openly access the subject matter that is protected by IP rights. तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, अगर कोई भी सब्जेक्ट मैटर जैसे मैंने अगर अपने नाम पर वो प्रोटेक्शन ले रखा है, so XYZ, any one of you can go directly to the website of patent office and check. Yes, कि ये mention है, वहाँ पे सारी details disclose होती है. You cannot copy, you cannot make it on your own because मैं उस केस में क्या कर सकती हूँ, मैंने वो mention बनाया है, तो मैं आपको sue कर सकती हूँ. I can go to the court also, right? So rights के rights to ensure that the subject matter protected by IP rights is put to fair use to an appropriate extent. Right? जो भी आपका IP किया है, जो भी आपने डेवलप किया, उसको प्रोटेक्ट किया, वो एक एक्सटेंट तक आपका प्रोटेक्टेड. So we have already so constitute intellectual property. Do we understand this? In basic definition, कुछ भी आपके सोच से, आपके आइडिया से, आपकी मेहनत से जो इन्वेंशन इवॉल्व हुआ है, उसको क्या बोलेंगे, इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी. Right? So we talk about, so there are different forms we already have discussed. First is patents, trademarks, copyrights, industrial designs, geographical indications, trade secrets, semiconductor chipset designs. These semiconductor designs, electronics people, they come in a separate category, that is semiconductor chipset design. So in that you can get the protection. These are all government registered. You know, we have government offices, patent office, IPR offices. Every office we have copyright office, trademark office, patent office separately in India. Hmm? These are located in Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Nagpur. Right? So अगर आपके रीजन में कोई भी प्रोटेक्शन करना चाहता है तो वो अपने स्पेसिफिक jurisdiction के according they can visit directly to the patent office or they can do it online as well. We do. So plant feeder rights, this is not much related to you. This is related to the bio-related dimensions, like something that has been done in the plants, right? So you should keep these basic types of IP in mind. That what are these, and you should be able to differentiate in those. I receive so many calls, right? कि मैम हमें डिजाइन कराना है, हमें पेटेंट कराना है, हमें ट्रेडमार्क कराना है, but nobody knows that what actually comes in trademarks, what actually comes in copyrights. So we suggest them on the basis of their that they have with. So on the basis of that, we tell them that okay, this can be done or that can be done, right? One of the oldest forms of intellectual property is the patenting system was first established in England. First recorded patent was granted to John Ham in England in 1449 for a glass making process. Can you even remember in the eras of 1400s, they might have come up with something like this. Okay, this we need to protect it. And nowadays, in this era also, people don't know what to do with their invention and where to go and how to protect it. Many people don't know the meaning of patent or they might not have. Yes, did many of you might have known through Shark Tank India because I am 100% sure all of you might have at least watched one episode of it. Is there anyone who has not watched or Shark Tank US or Australia? हमने देखा है Shark Tank? Everybody? Yes. वो यू वहां पे कुछ भी इन्वेंशन अगर होता है तो उसके लिए वो क्या बोलते हैं अच्छा हमारे पास पेटेंट है ठीक है घरों में you might not have gone through like the things that we are using daily on a daily basis. किचन में जाओ उस एग्जाम्पल इज अ राइट अगर आपके पास ब्रांडेड कोई प्रेस्टीज हॉकिंस इन कंपनीज का कुकर होता है एट द बॉटम व्हेन यू विल टर्न इट यू विल हैव दैट patent number written over there कि ये ब्रांड है मतलब ये ब्रांड क्या लोगो होता है उसके ऊपर एंड उसके नीचे पैटर्न नंबर लिखा होता है सो कभी इन सब चीजों को ध्यान दिया करो कि अगर किसी पे कुछ चीज लिखी है कोई कोड लिखा है तो वो किस लिए है So you should focus on all these things as well कि मार्केट में जो चीज अवेलेबल है उसमें क्या है या आपने देखा होगा कई जैसे आप मोबाइल फोन भी लाते हो उसके पीछे भी आप देखते हो कि सारे फीचर लिखते हो भी आप कुछ ये चेक करके छोड़ देते हैं कैमरा कितना है उसके स्पेसिफिकेशंस क्या क्या है आपने कभी ये देखा है कि उनको क्या क्या टेक्नोलॉजी वाइज प्रोटेक्शन मिली हुई है या व्हाट ऑल सर्टिफिकेशंस दे हैव तो प्लीज थोड़ा सा इन सब चीजों को भी चेक कीजिए बिकॉज जो ये ब्रांड्स बने हैं कभी किसी टाइम पे ये लोग स्टार्टअप नहीं होंगे एप्पल ऐसे नहीं स्टार्ट हुई राइट आजकल सब बायोग्राफी पढ़ते हैं सब कुछ हर कोई सब कुछ जानता है सो धीरे धीरे ऑन टर्म्स ऑफ दीज प्रोटेक्शन राइट्स व्हाट आर अवेलेबल इन इंडिया और ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड यानी इंडिया से बाहर भी जाएंगे आपने कोई प्रोटेक्ट अपना कोई भी डिवाइस डेवलप किया राइट आप चाहते हो उसे बाहर मार्केट करना आई वुड से सो अगर आपने कुछ यहाँ इंडिया में डेवलप किया आपने आप मुझे जानते थे आपने मुझसे वो प्रोटेक्ट करा भी लिया कि मैम मैं प्रोटेक्ट इफ यू गो टू एनी अदर कंट्री to market it or to sell it, then you don't have protection over there because these IP rights are jurisdictional. So if you are getting the right in India, then you will have the right in India itself. मतलब आप इंडिया में ही किसी और को बोल सकते हो कि भाई आप भी नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि इसमें मेरा राइट है मैं आपको स्यू कर सकता हूँ आप सेम पेटेंट ग्रांट सर्टिफिकेट को लेकर यूएस जाते हो, जर्मनी जाते हो, यूरोप जाते हो, जापान जाते हो, वहां पे दे हैव फुल राइट टू कॉपी योर इन्वेंशन एंड टू वर्क ऑन दैट. So it's better that you should have protection all over the world or in which you want to get your invention commercialized. Right? So ये सब चीजों पर भी ध्यान देना बहुत जरूरी है. ठीक है, तो कैसे अपने इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी को आप कैसे प्रोटेक्ट करोगे, कैसे उसको आगे लेकर जाओगे, उससे कैसे आप प्रॉफिट्स कमा सकते हो, पीपल डोंट नो दिस. तो खाली इन्वेंशन करके ये नहीं होता है कि आप सीधा मार्केट में उसको ले गए, आपने उसको सेल कर दिया, कल को कोई और उस प्रोडक्ट को बनाना स्टार्ट करेगा. बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स देखे होंगे, इतनी स्वीट शॉप होती है, अग्रवाल स्वीट्स इज द बेस्ट एग्जांपल, राइट. वो आपको हर जगह मिल जाएगी, आप दिल्ली जाओ, आप मुंबई जाओ, कहीं भी जाओ, आपके स्टेट में भी होगी ऑलरेडी, राइट. तो वो उस ब्रांड से, उस नेम से बहुत लोग कॉपी करके बना रहे हैं, बट एक्चुअल अग्रवाल स्वीट्स कहाँ है, वी डोंट नो. सो उनके ऊपर जो बिग ब्रांड्स है लाइक हल्दीराम्स, बीकानेर वाला, दे हैव देयर प्रोटेक्शन ऑलरेडी. तो उनकी फ्रेंचाइजी जैसे डोमिनोज, मैकडॉनल्ड्स, पिज्जा हट, देयर आर सो मेनी, उन्होंने अपनी फ्रेंचाइजीज दी हैं, उससे वो लोग कमा रहे हैं. नाउ एमबीए चाय वाला इज गिविंग द फ्रेंचाइजी, राइट. तो ये सारे एग्जांपल्स जो है, चाय सुट्टा बार, ऑल ऑफ यू माइट हैव नोन दीज एग्जांपल्स, सबको पता होगा, ऐसा कोई नहीं है. तो ये लोग भी अपनी फ्रेंचाइजीज देते हैं. तो वो फ्रेंचाइजीज कैसे दे पाते हैं, क्योंकि उनका जो फॉर्मूला है, ठीक है, एमबीए चाय वाला है, ही इज अर्निंग करोड़, करोड़ नहीं, बहुत ज्यादा, क्योंकि उसने हर स्टेट में हर लेवल पे फ्रेंचाइजीज देना स्टार्ट किया है. उससे क्या हो रहा है, लोग उसकी फ्रेंचाइजी ले रहे हैं, वो उसके प्रोडक्ट सेल कर रहे हैं, दे आर ऑल्सो अर्निंग एंड ही इज ऑल्सो अर्निंग. So in the same manner, if you come up with any of such invention, you can also have the protection of your own, right? So आप लोगों को इन सब चीजों पे ध्यान रखना है, और आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि मैं क्या बना रहा हूँ, या वो क्या चीज किसमें जा सकती है. जैसे पैटेंट्स में वी विल स्टडी इन डिटेल दैट क्या क्या चीजें पैटेंट्स में आती है. बेसिक एग्जाम्पल मैंने ऑलरेडी आपको दे दिया है, क्या क्या चीजें इंडस्ट्रियल डिजाइन में आएगी, क्या कॉपीराइट में आएगा, या क्या ट्रेडमार्क, ट्रेड सीक्रेट्स, इन सब में आएंगे, राइट. So let's come back to presentation. Provide a set of what all the patents provide. They provide a set of exclusionary rights to the patentee for a limited period of time, that is 20 years, in exchange for public disclosure of the invention details in a patent application. तो आपको क्या करना है, आपको इन्वेंशन का सारी डिटेल्स को एक प्रॉपर ड्राफ्ट हम लोग रेडी करते हैं, उसे हम लोग सबमिट करते हैं पैटेंट ऑफिस में. तो उसके बेसिस पर आपको पैटेंट ग्रांट होता है. इट इज प्रोसेस लाइक टेक्स प्लेस इन कोर्ट, राइट. जैसे कोर्ट में आपने क्या किया, आपने पहले कोई कुछ चीज कंप्लेंट सबमिट करी, फिर एडवोकेट्स ने उसको फर्दर रिप्रेजेंट किया कोर्ट के सामने, जजेस के सामने. इन दिस मैनर जो आपका जितना भी आईपी राइट का प्रोटेक्शन आपको मिलता है, ग्रांट सर्टिफिकेट, वो इसी तरीके से मिलता है. तो आपको क्या क्या राइट मिलता है इसमें, राइट टू स्टॉप अदर्स फ्रॉम मेकिंग, सेलिंग, यूजिंग, ऑफरिंग फॉर सेल और इम्पोर्टिंग द इन्वेंशन. तो आप अगर उसके ओनर हैं, आपके नाम पर कोई प्रोडक्ट है, तो nobody can copy it on your, not your invention, right? So you can use, nobody can use it or sell it or make it. तो अगर आपके पास वो प्रोटेक्शन है, आपके पास वो गवर्नमेंट सर्टिफिकेट है कि यस मेरे पास सर्टिफिकेट है, मैं इससे अपना इन्वेंशन प्रोटेक्ट करूंगी, तो आप कहीं भी जाएं, आपको अगर पता चलता है कि कोई आपका इन्वेंशन कॉपी कर रहा है या सेम चीज बना रहा है, यू कैन टेक देम टू द कोर्ट डायरेक्टली एंड दे विल बी सूड, राइट. So in this way you have to think and you have to work on. Let us take a very basic example. Consider an example of putting related to a company A for a device embedded in a laptops के अंदर वो डिवाइस डाल दिया, जिससे पावर कंजम्पशन जो थी लैपटॉप की वो रिड्यूस हो गई. पहले जितनी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वो कंज्यूम कर रहा था, जितनी पावर कंज्यूम कर रहा था वो लैपटॉप वाले यूजिंग, वो रिड्यूस हो गया. एंड ऐसे ही इवॉल्व हुआ है लैपटॉप. then it came to laptop, then tablet, then mobile. So कंपनी ए ने भी ऐसे ही कुछ किया, एक डिवाइस बनाया जिसको लैपटॉप के अंदर दे embedded. Does the patent permit the company A to manufacture and start selling the laptop with the embedded device? Just tell me this. अब आपको बेसिक पता है कि पैटेंट किस चीज पर मिलना चाहिए, क्यों मिलना चाहिए. तो इफ आई आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन कि अगर कंपनी ए ने सिर्फ एक डिवाइस लेकर लैपटॉप में एम्बेड कर दिया, वो XYZ कंपनी का लैपटॉप हो, उस कंपनी के लैपटॉप में वो एम्बेड करके वो उसे मार्केट करने लग जाए या बेचने लग जाए, तो क्या वो उनका डिवाइस है? What do you guys think? I want an answer. Yes or no? Yes, anyone?
जोर से जोर से बोलिए सर.
नो मैम.
Moving on. सीधा सुन के क्या है? Yes or no?
नो मैम.
अगर yeah, comedy is answering. Tell me.
नो मैम.
No. Okay, let's see the answer. Yes. For example, a separate patent license might be required if the laptop or any of its other essential components is protected by finances. Okay, the laptop is itself a separate device, and the device which is embedded in the laptop is separate. Like वो हमने बनाया, कंपनी ए ने बनाया, और लैपटॉप किसी कंपनी बी ने बनाया, तो सबके राइट्स अपने अपने हैं. Does the patent permit the company A to stop laptop manufacturers to use the same technology as claimed in the patent? Yes or no?
यस मैम.
जोर से बोलिएगा सर.
यस मैम.
Very good. So yes, company A can stop the laptop manufacturers from unauthorized manufacturing using selling of the technology claimed in the patent. ठीक, तो ये क्या होता है, जैसे बेसिक एग्जांपल यू कैन सी कि अगर आपने किसी डिवाइस को प्रोटेक्ट करके रखते हो या कोई कंपनी, और आप कंपनी, अगर आपकी कंपनी भी नहीं है, आप एज अ रिसर्चर वर्क कर रहे हो, देन आल्सो यू कैन प्रोटेक्ट योर एक्सटर्नल लिंक, यू कैन सेल इट नॉर्मली. सो अभी तक हमने क्या देखा कि patentable subject matter should be, these are the three criteria that are given by the like the law. So अगर law के हिसाब से novel होना चाहिए, must not have been disclosed or practiced before. ठीक है, non obvious होना चाहिए, must involve an inventive step. मतलब ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि बहुत ही basic invention है and you just say that ये तो obvious सा है, anybody can do it. No. And तीसरा वो useful होना चाहिए, that is capable of industrial, that is वो इंडस्ट्री में मैन्युफैक्चर हो सकता हो या वो इंडस्ट्री में यूज हो सकता हो, राइट. The novelty and non-obviousness criteria is judged in the light of the IRIA. Now, आपको ये पता चल गया कि मेरा आइडिया जो है वो पैटेंटेबल कैसे होगा, मैं कैसे इसको पैटेंट के लिए लेके जा सकता हूँ या जा सकती हूँ. कि वो पहले तो वो नॉवल होना चाहिए, दूसरा वो नॉन ऑब्वियस होना चाहिए, और तीसरा यूजफुल होना चाहिए. अगर ये तीन आइडियाज, तीन चीजें आपके आइडिया के अंदर हैं, then nobody can stop you from getting a patent, right? So novelty and non-obviousness जो क्राइटेरिया है वो कैसे चेक होता है? In the light of the prior art. Prior art आपको खुद वर्ड से पता चल रहा होगा what is prior art. Prior art means what is already known, it is already existing in literature or anywhere. So the prior art for a patent application is any publicly available information in any form before the filing date of the patent. अब filing date क्या होती है? Filing date is, जैसे आज आपने मुझे अपना इन्वेंशन दिया, इन इन्वेंशन के पैटेंट को फाइल करने के लिए हम एक पहले बेसिक सर्च करेंगे फॉर द प्रायर आर्ट. देन सर्च कैसे करेंगे? on Google, and we do have various databases also जहाँ पर इन्वेंशन की या आपसे रिलेटेड इन्वेंशन की सारी डिटेल्स अवेलेबल हैं. तो फॉर एग्जांपल हम वही ले लेते हैं अपना मोबाइल विद द पॉपअप कैमरा. वो आयुष मेरे पास आया और बोला कि मैम आई वांट टू गेट दिस पैटेंटेड। सो मुझे क्या करना होगा? मैं सबसे पहले उसको चेक करूंगी उसका नॉवेल्टी क्राइटेरिया कि वो नॉवल है भी कि नहीं। आई कांट ट्रस्ट डायरेक्टली आयुष, राइट? बिकॉज आई एम गोइंग टू प्रेजेंट योर केस in front of the patent office, in front of the controllers, right? So वो भी सबसे पहले यही करते हैं जब भी हम कोई भी एप्लीकेशन सबमिट करते हैं patent के लिए, patent office वाले भी उसको सर्च करते हैं and on the basis of that they generate a code कि आपके इन्वेंशन में इन्हीं 3 क्राइटेरिया पे वो लोग सर्च करते हैं कि नॉवल होना चाहिए, नॉन ऑब्वियस होना चाहिए और यूजफुल होना चाहिए। तो सर्च कहाँ करेंगे वो लोग? कि कोई भी जितनी भी गूगल पे सर्च करेंगे, यूट्यूब पे करेंगे। और एक और चीज, अगर आप कोई भी पेटेंट फाइल करने जा रहे हो या कोई भी आईपी फाइल करने जा रहे हो, ट्रेडमार्क, कॉपीराइट, तो वो पूरे वर्ल्ड में सर्च होगा। ऐसा नहीं है कि इंडिया में अगर आपने इन्वेंट किया है तो इंडिया में ही सर्च होगा, पूरे वर्ल्ड में वो नहीं होना चाहिए, राइट? या अगर हुआ भी तो आप उसको जस्टिफाई कर पाओ कि हाँ पहले ये होता था और मैंने अब ये किया है। पहले ये होता था का मतलब है प्रायर आर्ट में क्या होता था, राइट? और आपने द डेट ऑफ फाइलिंग पे आपने उसमें क्या मॉडिफिकेशंस किए हैं या क्या आपने नया सजेस्ट किया है जिसकी वजह से उसका आगे नॉवेल्टी में आ रही है या उसको कुछ फायदा हुआ है। तो फाइलिंग डेट का मतलब हो गया जिस दिन मैं आपके डॉक्यूमेंट सारे फॉर्म्स के इन्वेंशन का सारा डिटेल लेकर पेटेंट ऑफिस को सबमिट करूंगी, इट इज डेट ऑफ द फाइलिंग। या आप करेंगे, कोई भी कर सकते, राइट? Other applicant group also can do that, but we are needed because advocates कोई भी केस लड़ने के लिए चाहिए होते हैं, right? Everybody doesn't have knowledge of everything. वो बोलते हैं ना कि जिसकी जिसमें एक्सपर्टीज होती है वही वो काम करे तो वो बेटर तरीके से होता है। So this is the way, right? So we are here to help you with all these things. So what we do is we'll do a background search before filing your patent application. Patent IRIA search, applications,
कॉल करें बुलाना कर देगा
उसी में कुछ
ठीक है तो 11 के बाद उनका है
जो यहाँ की
वो 11 बजे के बाद होगा तब एक बार चाय ब्रेक 11 बजे चाय का ब्रेक होगा हो रहा है मतलब आंसर करो I would like to concern Mr. Doctor Durgatar who would share some experience about this person.
सेम चीज सेम इमेजिन कहीं पब्लिश हुआ है वो फिर पढ़ने के लिए अवेलेबल माना जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, टू टाइप्स ऑफ पैराग्राफ्स आर देयर। सेकंड इज नॉन पैटेंट में क्या क्या आता है? टेक्निकल जर्नल्स, वेबसाइट्स, प्रोडक्ट्स, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस। ये पैटेंट ऑफिस वालों ने कोई एक्सेप्शन नहीं छोड़ा हुआ है। दे चेक इन पैटेंट डेटाबेस आल्सो एंड इन नॉन पैटेंट आल्सो, which includes your YouTube videos also, lessons in book also. Then आपकी वेबसाइट पे कुछ है, प्रोडक्ट कहीं मार्केट में अवेलेबल है, then also अगर सेम चीज अवेलेबल होती है इट मीन देन इट इज नॉट पेटेंटेबल। आपको अगर सेम चीज मिल भी गया, आप बोलोगे कि मैम ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है कि हम बिल्कुल कुछ नया डेवलप कर दें जो कहीं बना ही ना हो ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड। ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, ऐसा नहीं होगा। सो व्हाट these patent पे कंसिडर इज कि जैसे आपने ये लैपटॉप का एग्जांपल हमने अभी देखा, लैपटॉप ऑलरेडी मार्केट में अवेलेबल था, आपने लैपटॉप पे वर्क नहीं किया, आपने एक डिवाइस बनाया जिससे कि पावर कंजम्पशन कम हो गया, ठीक? तो अब अगर वो पावर कंजम्पशन जो डिवाइस से कम हुआ था वो भी हो सकता है और बाकी मार्केट में और लोगों ने बनाए हो, अगर आपने उसकी एफिशिएंसी और बढ़ा दी तो एग्जाम्पल वो पहले ही कम पावर यूज करता था, ज्यादा पावर यूज करता था, वही डिवाइस को अपने ऊपर इम्प्रोवाइज कर दिया और उसमें नए कुछ इनोवेशंस करके टेक्निकली इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली आपने उसकी एफिशिएंसी को इंक्रीज कर दिया, then you can justify your invention in the patent office, right? So ऐसा नहीं है कि आप बिल्कुल कुछ नया ही डेवलप करो, राइट? जो एग्जिस्टिंग चीजें हैं उनमें मॉडिफिकेशंस करके आपको पैटेंट ग्रांट हो जाता है, राइट? सो वो क्या करते हैं या हम लोग क्या करते हैं, पैटेंट ऑफिस एक्ट एज द रूल, वो पहले कहीं पब्लिश नहीं होना चाहिए किसी भी फॉर्म में, या जैसे कॉन्फ्रेंसेस में लोग कई बार अपना पेपर्स प्रेजेंट कर देते हैं एंड दे डोंट गो फॉर द पैटेंटिंग ऑफ इट, सो इस केस में दे लूज देयर प्रोटेक्शन. So this you need to know that आप कैसे अपनी को देख सकते हो, कैसे उसको बेनिफिट्स आगे दे सकते हो. नॉन पेटेंटेबल सब्जेक्ट मैटर कुछ भी हो सकता है, जैसे जो चीजें अब पेटेंट ऑफिस क्या करता है, कुछ चीजों को मना भी करता है कि ये तो बिल्कुल भी कंसिडर नहीं हो सकती. तो उनके एग्जांपल्स हो गए, मेडिसिन टू मेक अ ह्यूमन इमॉर्टल, ऑफ कोर्स, right? A perpetual motion machine, an abstract or a mathematical formula, right? जैसे कि Newton's law of motion, the equality of relativity. So these are some of the examples कि इनके ऊपर आपको कोई भी कॉपीराइट या पेटेंट नहीं मिल सकता, right? Thought or an idea, जैसे आपने आइडिया कोई सोचा, an idea of super fast space travel greater than the speed of light. Did you develop that? No. If you are just coming with an idea, आप क्या कर सकते हो, इन्वेंशन को एटलीस्ट फाइल कर सकते हो एंड देन यू कैन वर्क ऑन इट. बट ऐसा नहीं है कि बिल्कुल ही आउट ऑफ द स्पेस ऑफ इन्वेंशन लेकर आओ और उसको आइडिया को आप सोचो कि नहीं मैं तो मार्स पे पहुंच जाऊंगा, राइट? तो कैसे पहुंचोगे, क्या करोगे, क्या डेवलप आपने किया है, दैट एवरीथिंग यू शुड एटलीस्ट हैव इन योर माइंड. Then only we can take your invention till grant stage or in the patent office or at the filing stage. Right? Anything available in nature, for example, human genes, right? So you cannot patent what is already available in nature. कोई भी plant जो already nature में exist करता है, टर्मरिक के बारे में आपको सबको पता होगा, बेसिक एग्जांपल, राइट? हल्दी, हल्दी यूएस इंडिया में उगाई जाती है एंड उसका प्रोटेक्शन एंड ट्रेडिशनल नॉलेज इंडिया में ही अवेलेबल है. इट इज नॉट बी प्रेजेंटेड और कॉपीराइटेड और ट्रेडमार्क, राइट? एनीथिंग दैट गोज अगेंस्ट द लॉज ऑफ नेचर, अगर आप लॉज ऑफ नेचर के अगेंस्ट ही यू वांट टू वर्क, देन वो चीजें कंसिडर नहीं होती लॉ के अंदर टू गेट देम पब्लिश्ड. Device to assist burglars, right? A nuclear detonation device. So these things are not patentable. The invention should fall under one or more of the statutory classes. So जैसे कि एक एग्जांपल हम लेते हैं कि पैटेंट आप किस चीजों पे फाइल कर सकते हो. So it should be a process. तो यहाँ तो वो प्रोसेस हो सकता है. एग्जांपल, मेथड फॉर डीप डिलिंग, राइट? सेकंड, कोई भी मशीन हो सकती है. जैसे एग्जांपल हो गया ना, apparatus for shaking articles. I have given very basic examples over here so that make you understand that yes, basic concept क्या है पेटेंटिंग का, क्या क्या चीजें कंसिडर होती हैं, क्या क्या नहीं कर सकते, राइट? सो तीसरा हो गया आर्टिकल ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चर, एग्जांपल सोप डिश. सो आप इन सब चीजें अगर आपने बनाई हैं तो आप प्रोटेक्शन उन पर ले सकते, मतलब वो इस फॉर्म में प्रोटेक्ट होती है. या तो आपने कोई प्रोसेस डेवलप किया होगा, या आपने कोई डिवाइस बनाया होगा नया, या आपने कोई बेसिक सा आर्टिकल बनाया होगा, या फिर कोई कॉम्पोजिशन बनाया होगा फॉर केमिकल स्टूडेंट्स, राइट? या कोई फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी है, कोई नया ड्रग बनाया टू ट्रीट फीवर, right? So these are some of the examples under which your invention can be protected under copyrights or patents or trademark, right? इन सब चीजों पर ही मिलेगा. So these are some of the pointers that are considered in patent. तो prior art हो गई. prior art क्या हो गई कि जो पहले कोई भी चीज एग्जिस्ट करती है उस इन्वेंशन से रिलेटेड, that is known as a prior art. Second, who is the inventor? For example, I was working on that mobile phone with a pocket camera, so I am the inventor of it. Who is the assignee? इन केस मैंने ही वो पैटेंट फाइल कर दिया पेटेंट ऑफिस में जाके, तो मैं ही उसकी साइन ही हो गई। अभी नहीं हो सकता, तो हो सकता है मैंने वो किसी और कंपनी को सेल कर दिया हो, मैंने वो पैटेंट फाइल नहीं किया एंड सम अदर कंपनी दैट इन्वेंशन मेरे पास फंड्स नहीं थे, तो उसकी वजह से मैं उसके ऊपर काम नहीं कर पाई, तो वो असाइनी कौन हो गया, वो कंपनी एक्सप्रेस हो गई, राइट। फिल्म वो हो गई जिस दिन हमने उस इन्वेंशन को सेल किया है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल जिस पेटेंट के लिए या कॉपीराइट के लिए हम लोग जिस दिन ऑफिस में उसको फाइल करेंगे, वो डेट बोलती है फाइलिंग डेट। और मजे की बात ये है कि फाइलिंग डेट से आपको प्रोटेक्शन मिलना स्टार्ट हो जाता है। जैसे आज आपने अपने इन्वेंशन का पेटेंट फाइल किया, तो अगर वो 20 इयर्स का ग्रांट आपको बाद में, सर्टिफिकेट जो है वो बाद में मिलेगा, प्रोटेक्शन फाइलिंग डेट से ही मिलेगी। जैसे आप आज से ही अगर कहीं किसी को देखते हैं अपने इन्वेंशन पर वर्क करते हुए, यू कैन have case on him. You can do a case on him, or you can go to court that yes, मैंने इस दिन किया था, तो मेरा राइट, मेरा इन्वेंशन है, उसे कोई कॉपी नहीं कर सकता। पब्लिकेशन इज ग्रेट मैन, जब कहीं कर देते हैं को, तो वो ऑफिस की वेबसाइट पे जैसे हमारे पेपर्स पब्लिश होते हैं, राइट, डिफरेंट जर्नल्स में, ऐसे ही पेटेंट भी पब्लिश होता है। तो वो आईपीओ के जर्नल पे जब पब्लिश होगा तो उसे बोलेंगे, उस दिन को क्या बोलते हैं, पब्लिकेशन डेट। फिर प्रोसिक्यूशन इज नथिंग, जब हम जैसे वी एज योर लॉयर्स, लॉयर्स, राइट, लॉयर्स प्लस वी आर एजेंट्स who are government certified, you can take your invention to the patent office, right? So हम लोग के बीच में और पेटेंट ऑफिस के कंट्रोलर या एग्जामिनर्स के बीच में जो डिस्कशन होता है उसे बोलते हैं प्रोसिक्यूशन या फिर ऑफिस एक्शन। यूएस में उसको ऑफिस एक्शन बोलते हैं, राइट। ग्रांड जिस दिन आपको पेटेंट हुआ, सर्टिफिकेट आपको इशू हुआ, डेट ऑफ पेटेंट हो गई, वो भी ग्रांड डेट ही होती है जिस दिन आपको पेटेंट इशू हुआ। ये अलग अलग डेट्स इसमें है क्योंकि ये यूएस में कुछ और बोलते हैं, इंडिया में कुछ और बोलते हैं। टर्म ऑफ पेटेंट हो गया 20 इयर्स है। रिवोकेशन ऑफ पेटेंट वो उन केसेस में होता है कि जैसे कोई प्रोसिक्यूशन के टाइम पे पेटेंट किसी ने अबैंडन कर लिया, जैसे मैंने आपने बोला कि इतना लंबा प्रोसेस है, 2 साल लगेंगे, तो मैं आगे पैसे नहीं है ऑफिस की फीस भरने के लिए, तो वो पेटेंट अबैंडन हो जाएगा, तो उसे दोबारा से रिवोक किया जा सकता है। सो दो टाइप की एप्लीकेशन होती है, रेगुलर पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन और प्रोविजनल पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन। अब रेगुलर में क्या है कि जैसे आज मेरे पास मेरा मोबाइल फोन वाला रेडी है, मेरे को कोई ऑप्शन मिल गया, गई और मैंने उसको फिल कराया, मेरा पेटेंट फाइल हो जाएगा। एक दूसरा तरीका क्या है कि जैसे आज मैं वर्क कर रही हूँ उस पर, मेरे पास पूरा आइडिया रेडी है, मैंने ऑलरेडी लैब में काम करना स्टार्ट कर दिया है, तो मैं आज की डेट में क्योंकि प्रोटेक्शन मुझे फाइलिंग डेट से मिल जाएगी, तो इन केस दूसरा कोई कॉपी ना कर पाए तो मैं आज ही उसकी प्रोटेक्शन ले लूंगी और प्रोविजनल पेटेंट के नाम पे मेरे को एक फाइलिंग एप्लीकेशन नंबर मिल जाएगा जिसे मैं आगे यूज कर सकती हूँ। और 1 साल का टाइम पीरियड मुझे पेटेंट ऑफिस देगा उस इन्वेंशन पे काम करने के लिए। आपका अभी काम नहीं हुआ है तो कोई बात नहीं, आपका आइडिया है कर दो, you will have 12 months of time period to get the final work done, right? कौन होती है प्रायोरिटी डेट, प्रायोरिटी डेट आपको डेट शुरू होती है। तो पेटेंट एप्लीकेशन अगर आप देखोगे, आप लोगों ने, let me show you the example of patent application, how it looks like. See, this is the example of patent. We can see that, right? So एक touchpad, yes. Anybody wants to say anything? I hope सबको समझ में आ रहा है, अभी तक कोई डाउट है? I hope the lecture is not boring. You guys are not getting bored. You are relating to your practical life, day to day की लाइफ में जो होता है वही बहुत चीजें ऐसी है जिसको आप देख कर सकते हो या इसमें अप्लाई कर सकते हो। So relate to that and then listen to it. If you have any questions, अभी तक You can ask me anytime. All good?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So let's go back and I was showing you the example of written की कैसे दिखता है, right? तो एक ये पैटेंट है किसी को एप्पल का ही पैटेंट है, साइन आप देख रहे हो एप्पल है, राइट? टच पैड हैंडल डिवाइस, ये पुराने पैटेंट हैं, बट आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू एन एग्जांपल क्योंकि इनके बारे में अभी कोई नया इन्वेंशन लेके बैठूंगी तो हो सकता है सारे लोगों को ना पता हो, ठीक है? तो अगर आप मैं एग्जांपल आपको दिखा भी सकती हूँ पूरा। सो एक ये यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में पैटेंट रजिस्टर हुआ है, इंडिया का ऑल्सो आई कैन शो यू एन एग्जांपल कि इंडिया में कैसे पैटेंट दिखता है। एवरीबॉडी इज एबल टू सी द स्क्रीन, राइट?
No, who is there, ma'am? The screen is there.
Now is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here I have taken an example of patent that is issued in United States. Right? So इस तरीके से आपको एक डॉक्यूमेंट मिलता है, तो उसमें क्या होता है, पैटेंट नंबर आपका लिखा है, पैटेंट नंबर है, जो भी आपको नंबर इशू हुआ है, डेट ऑफ पैटेंट हो गई जिस दिन ये पैटेंट ग्रांट हुआ सी, इतना पुराना पैटेंट है ये, इट वाज ग्रांटेड ऑन May 16, 2006। ऑफ कोर्स ये पैटेंट तो पुराना ही होगा क्योंकि हम सबको पता है टच हैंडल डिवाइस तो पहले ही आ चुकी है, राइट? यू कैन सी एट द लेफ्ट, तो उसमें इन्वेंटर की डिटेल है, स्टीफन पॉल इज देयर, ठीक है, टैन ली इज देयर, देन असाइनी कौन है। अब आपको डिफरेंस यहाँ से समझ में आएगा कि अगर पैटेंट इशू होता तो उसमें इन्वेंटर असाइनी में क्या डिफरेंस होता है। असाइनी कौन है? एप्पल कंप्यूटर्स, राइट? तो ये एप्पल यहाँ पर मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ जो ब्रांडिंग पैटर्न था, दिस काइंड ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट इज इशूड। सो यहाँ पर सारी डेट्स लिखी हैं, कौन सा एप्लीकेशन नंबर है, किस दिन वो फाइल हुआ था, जुलाई 1, 2002। तो आप सोच सकते हो कि एप्पल के दिमाग में ये टच स्क्रीन वाली टेक्नोलॉजी कब आ गई थी, या तब उन्होंने पैटेंट कर लिया था, तो ये सोचो कि उन्होंने काम करना कब स्टार्ट किया होगा, राइट? प्रोजेक्ट पब्लिकेशन उन्होंने यहाँ पे लिखा भी है नीचे, तो ये टाइटल है टच पैड हैंडल डिवाइस, और इसका एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है, ये इस तरीके से ड्राइंग आती है, इंडिया में भी इट गोज इन द सेम मैनर। सो वी मार्क द कंपोनेंट्स, इससे रिलेटेड जितने भी पैटर्न्स पहले फाइल हैं आप देख सकते हो, लिटरेचर जो भी अवेलेबल है सब वहां पर डालना होता है पैटर्न। यूएस का फॉर्मेट ये है, यूएस में हम लोग को डालना है, इंडिया में हमें कुछ नहीं डालने होते, इसको डालने होते बस फॉर एग्जाम्पल। अभी इंडियन पैटर्न भी देखेंगे कैसे इशू होता है। देखो आपने ये पूरा टच पैड उन्होंने मार्क करके दिखाया हुआ है, दिस मैनर ड्राइंग्स के साथ। कभी मुझे आपको थिंकिंग की सिर्फ ड्राइंग्स ही होती है क्या, बट ऐसा नहीं है। काम टू द थियरी पार्ट आल्सो, सी उन्होंने कितने क्लियरली सब कुछ टच पैड का पूरा मेन्यू हैंडल डिवाइस पूरा दिखाया हुआ है, ट्राइपॉड होगा, एंड द लैंग्वेज इट्स इट इज रिटन, डायरेक्टली नहीं बोल सकते किसी भी इन्वेंशन को कि वो ये चीज है। तो ये पूरा फ्लो चार्ट है, किस तरीके से वो वर्क करता है। तो वो फिगर्स थी, अब यहाँ से रिटन पार्ट स्टार्ट होता है, इसमें रिटन आप देखोगे, everybody can see the headings I guess. So there it is written, the title is title, the touchpad handheld device, plus background of the invention। बैकग्राउंड में आप ये लिखते हो कि पहले क्या हो चुका है और अभी क्या हम नया कर रहे हैं, राइट? So in this complete details are written कि already existing आज में क्या क्या चीजें available हैं and आपने क्या क्या modifications किए हैं main mention. So this is summary of the invention. The figures का पूरा डिटेल है कि उसमें क्या क्या चीजें दिख रही हैं. So these are the headers in which your application is divided in. तो जैसे आप लोग हमें बोलोगे कि आपको पैटर्न फाइल कराना है, so हम उनको इस तरीके से ड्राफ्ट रेडी करते हैं, ठीक है. तो एक ड्राफ्ट रेडी करके भी सबमिट टू द पैटर्न ऑफिस इन विच योर कंप्लीट डिटेल्स आर रिटन कि कैसे कैसे इन्वेंशन आपका वर्क कर रहा है, क्या कंपोनेंट्स हैं. See it's there, it's written in figure 2. figure 2 क्या है, मीडिया प्लेयर, उसको 100. So now numerics में we give good markings to the each and every component that goes for a device. I'm not reading completely. So if you read it completely, you'll get to know that invention क्या है और उसके अंदर वो कैसे work कर रहा है. Right? Everybody can see what was claimed. You can see what was claimed. So claims are the main part of the patent. So the claims, yes. Anybody wants to say anything? No? Okay. तो claims जो होते हैं वो patent का main part होते हैं. So I just want to tell you or give you an example that yes, in this way patent is written. क्योंकि सबको पता चल गया क्या है क्या नहीं है. एक एग्जाम्पल हम इंडिया का भी ले लेते हैं. I'll show you one more example. Now everyone can see this phone too. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in India, जैसे US का वो pattern था. This is a rough draft I am showing. Right? So in India, it is drafted like this. In India also there is a title, the applicant's detail, name, nationality, address. Everything is written. Then in the same manner, technical field is written, background. से क्या क्या already existing है, क्या नहीं है. So in US आपने देखा था वो पूरा list उन्होंने दिया था. In India, we just give 2 or 3 examples. These type के inventions are already there. Objects of the invention, summary of the invention, invention में क्या हो रहा है. Then detailed description of the invention, description of the figures. In the same manner, in India also we draft the application. I'm showing you this India में और US में laws में difference है. That's why like I am a government recognized engagement. So I have cleared the exam of Indian, right? Indian Patent Office exam I have cleared. So that's why I'm a registered RPA in India. So I have to work and abide by the laws and which is within the Indian Patent Act. Right? So in the same manner, क्या करते हैं, सी द क्लेम्स. जैसे ये मेरा सिग्नेचर है, मेरा आइकन नंबर है, ये सब यूज करके we make this kind of draft and we submit to the patent office with your forms, right? So this is the basic idea I wanted to show you all that किस form में it goes. Let's go back to our presentation. Okay. So where were we? देखो basic idea all of you might have got that pattern क्या होता है किस form में सब होता है right क्या होता है summary होती है brief description of drawings होती है detailed description होता है invention का claims होते हैं abstract right utility pattern क्या होता है protects inventions providing useful functions जैसे example हो गया method phone calls बहुत ही पुराना टाइप just examples that we can understand. So utility patent होता है जिस जो कुछ useful functions में help कर रहा है. Plant patent होता है जैसे protects new varieties of plants, fruits, shrubs, vines, etc. See, in this case, everything is the thing both is common is 20 years का protection आपको मिलता है from earliest filing date, right? अब तीसरा आता है design patent. Design patent, it's not applicable in India. In India, we call it industrial design, right? So there's a difference in industrial design and patent in India. But most of the people, they call it design patent, right? So a novel design of a watch, example यहाँ पे एक novel design है watch का, and design के case में protection आपको कितने time के लिए मिलता है? 14 years, right? Next. Students, we have already gone through. So the example that I have shown, bibliographic details are there, representative drawing is there in the patent. Right? So in detail, it's mentioned here, patent number is there, grant date is there. Then if you see at the right, non-patent citations are also mentioned. Patent examiner कौन है? His name is also written. So everything is abiding the rules and laws that being developed. We are not doing it on your own. Yeah. So abstract is there, backward patent citations are there. These I'm not going much into detail because this is none of your you might not understand many of the things that I mentioned. But basic things you can understand who is the and owners कौन है. Right? So in this manner, तो फेज वन में क्या होता है अंडरस्टैंडिंग द इन्वेंशन जैसे आपने अगर मुझे बोला कि यस मैम वी वांट टू गेट अ पैटेंट राइट सो फर्स्ट व्हाट वील डू इज वील अंडरस्टैंड द इन्वेंशन कि आपने क्या बनाया है देन वील डू अ प्रायर आर्ट सर्च देन ड्राफ्टिंग द क्लेम्स ड्राफ्टिंग बैकग्राउंड सेक्शन एंड ड्राफ्टिंग एंड देन ड्राफ्टिंग समरी ठीक है तो इन दैट मैनर जो अभी आपने डॉक्यूमेंट देखा इट is a 30 page document. We do that, right? On the basis of the invention that you give us, we will prepare a complete draft of it and then we move to the next phase, that is the patent prosecution phase. First thing is done, the drafting is done. Now the second phase is patent filing and prosecution. So filing the application, we'll file it on the portal, on the IPO portal. Then we move to publication of application. Then patent opposition phase, then patent amendments, then patent grant. So in this complete slide, you can see how the patent journey it starts every time. So it is not an easy journey, I might tell you. It does not take very less time. There are certain timelines also defined for each and every task. जैसे आपने एक बार patent office में file कर दिया, then the government people they'll check it. So according to them, they 1 month's time period they'll publish your application. फिर उसके बाद भी आता है again आपको request for examination of the application. Right? So in this way it goes. Then they'll do the opposition, they'll check, then they'll send us the report. Again, we need to send them the reply. So it's a long and time-taking process. That's defined. Say if our FIR is showing we have 6 months of time period. So 6 months of time period, we can take 6 months also. We can file it early also, but depending on the workload because it's a government office. And so accordingly they will work and they will take the decision according to the pile up work they have, right? So these are the topics that need to be covered on the basic filing of the patent till grant. Now let us move to the prototype. Why I am taking this thing? Because I receive so many calls asking me again and again from students, from faculties, from other also that ma'am, we have not started working on the prototype. Everybody knows what prototype is, right? Our model or we are not there, we have started working as of now because we don't have funds. Next month or from next month or maybe in a time period we work on that. So what you can do is by working on your prototype in the actual invention, you can take your invention till grant stage. So use of obtaining intellectual property, validation and feasibility of idea, show to investors for raising money. So these are the benefits of developing prototype. Like everybody would have seen जब हमारे projects होते हैं, like colleges में we do projects. So every time इतना hand में मशीनरी हमारे पास नहीं होती है या इतने फंड्स नहीं होते हैं कि हम उसमें फुल चीजें लगा पाए, राइट? सो हम कुछ दैट इज नॉट अ जुगाड़, व्हाट वी कॉल इट, हम कुछ जुगाड़ करके स्टार्ट कोर्स एंड वी डेवलप अ प्रोटोटाइप, राइट? जो हमारे इन्वेंशन जैसा ही देगा, जो हम फाइनली पेटेंट करेंगे, हम ग्रैंड लेवल तक लेके जाएंगे, जब हम इन्वेस्टर्स को देंगे, तो उसके बेसिस पे आप पूरा एंड तक ना जाके व्हाट यू कैन डू इज कैन डेवलप अ प्रोटोटाइप, राइट? तो वैलिडेशन एंड फिजिबिलिटी में हेल्प करेगा. यू कैन चेक दैट वेदर यू आर वर्किंग इन द राइट डायरेक्शन. हो सकता है आपका आइडिया आपने सोचा कुछ और हो, बट इवेंचुअली जब आप उस पर काम करो तब वो खराब हो जाए, या तब हो सकता है कि उतना आउटपुट आपको उससे नहीं मिल रहा है जितना आपने सोचा था. So you need to design a prototype to validate all these things. Show to investors. आप जैसे investors कई बार पहले ही आप approach कर सकते हो because these are all time taking processes. तो आप जब तक ना wait करो कि भाई तब तक मेरा final product ready नहीं हो रहा है, at least to take some funds from the investors can develop a work on the design and manufacturing details, validate functionality and qualify design. You can send that to the manufacturing companies to use it, right? So these kind of prototypes can develop and you can go ahead and work with the machine. So three types of prototypes are there. Concept prototype, design prototype, action prototype. So prototype that bears little resemblance to the final product is used to validate of the idea and prove feasibility. So जो प्रोटोटाइप थोड़ा सिमिलर लगता है but exactly same नहीं है, that is proof of concept. Like you just have, what does proof of concept means? Proof of concept means that you just have an idea in your mind. You don't have a final product, but you just have an idea and you want to take that to the next level, right? Second is design prototype. Design prototype, you can just develop a design of it, a quick prototype that is known as. Production prototype is which you develop with complete final tools, methods, and fabrications that you will be using in the final product. So these types of prototypes also you can take help and you can go ahead. Making a proof of concept prototype, use whatever you may have available, right? Okay. So in this way you can design a prototype. They are rapidly prepared machine. These are all techniques. Making a production prototype, see large machineries you use and they are installed. So these are there are different levels of also. So these you can consider and you can work on your invention. Next, patents we are done with, and I hope that everybody might know that what are patents and what all things are need to be considered to file the patent and how we can take it to grant stage. Next, now we should move on to the next copyright, that is copyright. So why copyrights? The purpose of the copyright is to protect any literary or artistic work from legal duplication. See, you all are technical students, right? But many of you have the bad hobby. You might like music, things. So it's a work you might be doing. Many of the people might be doing computer, right? So these are more calm. They are not patented. So not patented. So first of all, to clear, for patenting, what you should have technical thing stored in it, a technical concept. And it should be novel, unobvious, and inventive. Right? Now let's when we are moving towards copyright, it could be any literary or artistic work. You should keep in mind computer programs are also right. Their softwares. You want to go on. What does a copyright protection imply? Copyrights provide protection only for expressions of thought and not ideas. So you need to express, like if you're writing a book, if you are narrating a story, or if you are singing a song, you are doing paintings, sculptures, everything's come in copyrights. It protects ideas. It is clearly highlighted copyrights provide protection only for expression of thoughts. Like you have written something, story you have written, a poem you have written, or you have developed a model. Okay? A business model you might have developed, or a model of working in the lab, or anything. All that comes and the reason behind so many love story makings without any violation of copyrights, right? So, requirement for obtaining a copyright is for obtaining a copyright for a work, the only requirement is that the work should be original. Like in patents, if they told that work should be novel. So in the here also your work should be original. Copyright of course is given to that thing which is not copied, right? Everybody understand this please. How to get a copyright protection? Copyright protection in the same manner. There is an online form that is submitted and then same and registered the work that you have done with the author details with the title. What are the pros and cons associated with getting copyright registered? Are there any pros and cons? Like I have only seen that there is a pros. Terms of protection offered under copyright lasts for 70 years from the end of the year in which that author died. Right? So create something good and your grandchildren will also benefit from it. Everybody understood this, I guess. Right? So next we should do trademark. That is the next IP. So now if any one of you sitting over there, they really go and ask somewhere else. It's also you should be clear that what exactly you want to get action and under which help it will come. So you don't should not call and ask that like a layman that get trademark and invention. Right? So you should know, you should be clear that for an invention you will get a patent. You will not get a trademark or a logo. Right? So I think ये सबको समझ में आया होगा अभी तक जो दो तीन टाइप के आईपी हमने लिए हैं विजुअल डिजाइन क्या है उनमें डिफरेंसेस क्या हैं राइट ट्रेडमार्क पे आ जाते हैं ट्रेडमार्क initially I gave you some of the examples what is trademark what is patents so a trademark is a sign that individualizes the goods of a given enterprise and distinguishes them from the goods of its competitors. Like example, there are very basic example. See, there are so many examples, right? So these are the logos of different brands. My trademark is to exclude investment using the mark. Right? इसलिए जो कोई भी अपना कंपनी का या कंपनी ब्रांड का लोगो बनाया है उससे कोई कॉपी नहीं कर सकता. Others cannot use the trademark for their products. बहुत सारे केसेस चलते हैं, आपने देखा होगा। किसी ने बर्गर, लेट्स टेक अ वेरी बेसिक एग्जांपल, बर्गर सिंह एंड बर्गर भी उसके बीच में बहुत बड़ी बात है। इसमें बर्गर सिंह और बर्गर की उन्होंने बिल्कुल सेम वो पे अपना बेचना स्टार्ट कर दिया था बर्गर सिंह ने। देन अल्टीमेटली बर्गर किंग won that distribution. Many examples are there. Next, Domino's के बहुत सारे कॉपी आपने देखे होंगे. So these are the marks that the companies have, and they own them. Nobody can copy them or use them, right? So in this manner, if you are going to register your company, your brand, your product, you should first get it marked so that nobody can copy your name. See, we develop companies, we work on startup, we only have in mind that okay, we'll work on the product, the process, and we'll take it to the market and we'll sell it, that's it. These other things also come along when you are business or you are starting your own enterprise or company. So आपको ये सब चीजें भी ध्यान रखनी पड़ती हैं साथ साथ कि हमें क्या क्या कंसिडर करना है, not only your product or service. So why trademarks? It's now how to get a trademark protection in the same manner you get to be fill some of the forms, you submit it to the patent office, trademark office, and then the trademark gets registered after examination. So two main characteristics required in a trademark are trademark should be adequately distinguish the product from other products. जैसे मैंने एग्जांपल दिया कि डोमिनोज ने और कोई दूसरी कंपनी ने ब्रांड बना दिया, लोगो बना दिया, तो वो सेम नहीं होना चाहिए, right? So there should be a difference in that. The trademark should not be deceptive. Deceptive means easily mislead नहीं होना चाहिए, right? Design for beverages, जैसे for example इस टाइप से ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स कंपनी ने क्या किया है, किस टाइप का लोगो डेवलप कर दिया विद इमेज. सो क्या ये सही है? नो, बिकॉज इट इज मिसलीडिंग. एक पत्ती लगाने से वी कैन नॉट कंसिडर इट एज अ वेजिटेबल ब्रांड. राइट? हमने देखा होगा पिज्जा के बॉक्सेस पे, डोमिनोज के बॉक्सेस पे यू हैव डोमिनोज रिटन ओवर देयर. Many times shoe companies Nike हो गया, other brands हो गए, they placed these photographs also, right? तो वो थोड़ा concept आना चाहिए. Yes, you are getting a brand and it is easily understood by sources. It should be utility, it should have utility, it should be novel, should have an inventive step, statutory requirements, like statutory requirements includes the patent office, acts, everything, you should abide by that and then you should go for patents. Next is copyright. So copyright, it should be original, right? Next is trademarks. Trademarks, it should be distinctive and it should be non-deceptive. Filing in national phase offices, PCT filing, EPO filing, I'll not go deep into these details because these are law related things which need to be taken care of by patent for any form of IP. This you should all know, from intellectual property organization from where all this originated, right? All IP comes under World Intellectual Organization. It is working from 1880s, officially created in 1974 as a specialized body of UN. There are 184 member states in it. India is also part of it. Responsible for creating and researching IP principles. They make the IP principles all over the world. So in like Europe has its own patent office. So European, then African Regional Industrial Property Organization, IRIA is there. Regional offices, JPO is there, Indian is there, Indian Patent Office. So every jurisdiction has their patent office and they are given the name on the basis of the jurisdiction in which they are located. So what we exactly do to the later stage? First of all, let us take some examples related to robotics, artificial intelligence, that what all exactly is happening now. Now, the basic concept, I think you all have understood what is IoT and what all things are included. Anybody has any doubt in this? Anybody? Anyone?
No,
No one?
no, ma'am.
Any questions? Anybody still has doubt? What are different forms of IP? How are they different from each other?
You have mentioned that whatever the patents we are filing in India, that can be reused in Germany and other countries. That means we need to find national patents and international patents separately.
Yes.
Only,
So,
only this patent tenure will be on 20 years. It cannot be extended.
pardon?
Patent tenures will be only on for 20 years. It cannot be extended, ma'am.
No. In only the case of pharmaceutical patents it gets ended because many a times what happens, trials, the clinical trials are going on, so extension can be given to 22 to 21 to 22 years, but not for mechanical patents or electronic patents. That is known as patent term extension. If you Google it, know that yes, extension can be given in some cases, like for pharmaceutical. Yes. Anyone else? Everyone has understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us take what's going on in the robotics and AI industry. Let us have a just brief look in that also. Basically, the concept that I already told you regarding patents, regarding filing, trademarks, copyrights is same everywhere, right? In any technology you might take, biology, and it might be related to chemicals, robotics, machinery, AI, everywhere. So you should keep in mind how to protect your thing and what all things need to be considered that you already know should be novel, inventive, on of this, right? So these basic idea you should have and what will go under patents, what will go under copyright, what will go under trademark. You should not come up that okay, you want to get patent and you are giving me a logo, right? So that will go under trademark. So these basic things, if you have an idea, then you can apply IP in any of the field you want, everywhere, right? So if we talk about robotics and artificial intelligence, then robotics and artificial intelligence have huge potential to transform many aspects of our lives. Everyone knows this, right? This is not new. Recent trials with humanoid robots in supermarkets, schools, hospitals, and retirement homes give a sense of this. Yeah, if you are on the daily basis, you are reading newspapers, articles, then you might know all these things, right? How is innovation in robotics taking place, and what is the role of IP in that process? So in robotics or AI, if you would say that in every industry, I would say that IP can be applied and the innovations that are taking place recently that can be protected. It is not only limited to robotics or AI or any specific field like electronics or mechanical. You can protect every technology, any technology that is evolving, right? But more recently, newer fields of research, including AI and sensing, are combined with robotics to produce advanced autonomous robots with many more potential applications, right? So AI and robotics, see AI, all of you know artificial intelligence is not really disrupting the field of robotics or electronics or mechanical, yeah, medical field also, I feel also everywhere it is coming in the picture because nowadays scientists they are working on the data that is available, right? And on the basis of the data, the interpretation is being done by various technologies and they are implying in that physics as well. So autonomous robots they have developed that can understand people's emotion, right? Can anyone name that robot that has been developed and where it's developed? Who can read people's mind? There is a name given to it, right? I might not have placed it. Yes, one of the articles I was reading for 2 3 days back. Yeah, somebody can tell me what is the name of that robot? No? Okay. But everybody knows that there are autonomous robots who can actually think like us, can think like beings, and they are used in the various fields, right? In restaurants also nowadays you can see that for serving also robots are used, right? And in not only in restaurants, in hospitality sector, in medical sector, everywhere it is there. And for to give more advancement, they are combining it with AI, is artificial intelligence. So these are the evolution that are taking place. So we should be up to date and on a daily basis we should know that what is evolving in at least our field. Okay? As more players enter the robotics ecosystem, देखो जैसे जैसे robotics और AI का काम बढ़ रहा है and people are integrating more and more companies working on the robotics, right? And as innovation focuses on more advanced topics or robotics, companies are increasingly turning to the tools of the IP system to safeguard their interests. देखो आईपी का मेन मोटिव क्या है? आईपी का मेन मोटिव है कुछ भी इन्वेंशन हो रहा है, it might be related to robotics or medical or anywhere in the world. आपने किसी भी चीज से रिलेटेड अगर कुछ भी इन्वेंशन किया है, कुछ भी नया किया है, then it comes and it should be protected under IP system, right? So it doesn't matter that you're working on robotics or you are working on some any other project or mechanical or any other project related to mobile phones or softwares or apps, but IP system safeguard the interest of the players that they are coming in the different fields. In the same manner, like robotic ecosystem also have that separate different companies are evolving, right? Which are working on the field of robotics. If you Google, you will find so many companies which are working on these things nowadays, which includes AI and robotics. So you should know about the market that actually where we are working in the IRIA knowledge what is actually going on in the market, what our area, then we can of course not work, right? We cannot work on our systems. So it's better to have a complete knowledge of the things that are going in the market and what people are actually doing to protect and to evolve and the technology, in technology what people are doing. Everything will come under IP. There's no specific thing which cannot come into IP, right? Compared to the standard industrial robot innovation of the past, robotics innovation today involves more actors, more technology fields, and many more patent filings. So, ऐसे क्यों होता है? Let me give you a very basic example or a scenario which I've seen in India. Many things like on which we are working who already when we search for it, no, in the time this they are the existing. Now I don't know that how they are, like, you are the students, and you might be working or thinking so many ideas nowadays. What you do is you do not go for this position. आपको लगता है कि हमने पढ़ लिया, यहाँ हमने लैब में काम कर लिया, तो हमने बहुत कुछ कर लिया, राइट? बट आप टेक्नोलॉजी इवॉल्व होते हुए, you just see Japan, you just see China, how they are evolving, how they are developing, just see US, right? आजकल का क्या है, जैसे if in today's scenario, if I talk about people are going abroad to study. I don't have any objection of going abroad to study. If you see Chinese, if you see Japanese, I have been to these countries because I go for conferences from our company. When we meet them, no, they want to learn from them and apply it in their own country. But I don't know, we Indians, we want to, if we are going to US for studies, we settle over there and we do not use that knowledge back in India. We say that, okay, the system is corrupted, we cannot apply so many things here. And in India and like in US and Japan and China and XYZ company in Germany, they are using so many technologies. Like you also, those countries using you as a manpower, and they are working on your minds. But the main idea is you should go for study. You should have an exposure over there, but at least you should come out and do something for your nation as well. So in filings also, the patent filings, if you see, then जो graph है patent filings का, under Modi government, it has raised quite a lot, and there are government initiatives also that have been taken care, like man is there from the patent office. For example, को ऐसे ट्रेनिंग मिलती है स्टूडेंट्स को. इंडिया में उतना अवेयरनेस नहीं है जितना और कंट्रीज में है. वो इसीलिए है लैक ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. हमारे पास है, यूट्यूब भी है, यू हैव गूगल, यू कैन सर्च ऑन दैट, बट पीपल आर नॉट इवन अवेयर, राइट? जैसे आप लोग जितने भी लोग यहाँ पर बैठे हो, यू माइट नो, आपको पता होगा, लेकिन आपने 100% सुना होगा, ऐसा मैं मान नहीं सकती कि ये वर्ड आप लोगों में से किसी को नहीं. आप लोगों ने कभी उसको रिसर्च करने का, आगे यू डिड नॉट वर्क ऑन दैट. So my idea is that you should work on the things that are already going on, and if you find something new, you should learn about that. You should Google it. You should get idea from the YouTube or other things as well. See, when I joined this industry, this IT industry, after my masters, so I did not have any idea from where to at least know the definition also. Because at that time, the 10 to 12 years back or 15 years back, there was no YouTube, no social media available, no videos were there, no Google content was there as much as it is available nowadays. So what all you guys should do at least, that we used to learn from our bosses, from our managers, from our team leaders, and then we really, like, we worked on those, and practically we got that hands-on experience. But now, if you want to learn anything, you do not have to go to a particular guide, or you don't have to go to someone else. You have everything available on the platforms. There are so many learning platforms also. You can go and have look for the IT courses that are there available. How many of you know Indian Patent Office conducts an exam? How many of you know sitting here? Like I have cleared that exam, Indian Patent Office, then only I have as a registered patent agent. You can work cases. Nobody knows, right? So you can search for that. You can have a look that yes, this is also a growing field in which you can work. Every year they are conducting those exams, and if you qualify that, then you can start your own work as well. Or you can, like me, you can work as a facilitator. You can work as an agent, right? And you can earn a lot in that also. But nobody knows, right? So the basic idea to tell you all these things are that you should think out of the box. You should focus on other things as well apart from your regular curriculum that is being taught. How many of you want to earn money? Raise your hands. How many? If you who doesn't want to earn money? Please both of your hands. Who doesn't want to earn money? No one is there, right? So you should focus on the startups. It's a growing field. Everybody is ranking on. Yes, you have to work on your concept, your ideas, and you should know that how to protect your ideas in a better way so that you not get bullied by others. If you also for an example, if you're super campus, right? And companies come in. You all have same CVs? I don't know. Because same. If you have same CVs, same qualifications, everything same would be there in your CVs, then companies in which spaces you will get. So you should have some courses, some things. I'm not talking about IP. You should develop something. You can work on the things that are going on in the right now in India and all over the world. You should study, and you should try to improvise those your day-to-day lives and build your CVs. So that it's not only about getting a job, but of course, you will develop your own personality as well because you might know other things. जैसे अभी तक ये सेशन स्टार्ट होने से पहले nobody here would have known कि पेमेंट क्या है, content क्या है, now they will know. Yes. How many of you know? Great. So this is the difference. अगर ये 2 घंटे का ये लेक्चर नहीं होता तो क्या आपको ये डिफरेंस चल पाते या क्या आपको ये पता चलता कि कुछ इस टाइप का सिस्टम भी अवेलेबल है या कैसे होता है सो डिड यू लर्न yes yes so my idea is to tell you all these things that if you want to distinguish your CV, your profile, your personality from others, then you have to work on different aspects, on different ideas, fields that are coming in. Right? जैसे I have seen in just 15 years, I have seen this IP industry growing too big. Right? जैसे जो 10 years पहले या 15 years पहले जो डेटा हमारे पास अवेलेबल नहीं था ना गूगल पे ना यूट्यूब पे यूज टू गेट एनीथिंग टू स्टडी इवन ये करेक्ट क्या होता है नाउ यू नो एवरीथिंग एंड यू माइट आल्सो नो एवरीथिंग आप गूगल पे सर्च कर सकते हो अगर आपको भी समझ में नहीं आया यू कैन गो टू डिफरेंट वेबसाइट्स सो मेनी हु आर like you in IP. So you should know that there are other options available working only in stream that you are in, right? I'm also from a technology background. I joined because we need their techno-legal people. Then I pursued my law. I did not do law first. During my master's or in my graduation, then eventually after working for 5 years in the industry, I joined LLB. And then I did my law because it was required. Then I gave the parliamentary exam. I was also like you because we did not have anyone to guide us at your age, right? So if someone is telling you that this industry is also available in the market, you can explore these options also. You can get jobs also. Not you come from another NITs also where I am getting CVs on a daily basis. I am getting calls. And in this recession scenario, everybody is looking for jobs and they are taking whatever they are getting. They are not restricting to any specific field or domain. So you should also know that there are various options available You can go and work in any field you want. And nowadays, like students, they have that mindset. Earlier, we used to know only two, three options, like you have to become doctor or engineer. Now you have so many options available, right? So this is also one of the options. You can give the Indian Patent Exam, Agent Exam. It has already been done now. Now Vivas are going on the selected candidates. You can apply for the job in the patent office. That's a government job that you are getting with a high paying salary. So you should consider these options as well for future. And apart from that, if you are working on your own invention, then at least you should know that how you can protect your ideas or your invention that you are now working on. Now, any of you who has attended uh, this lecture, you should not say that we only know paper protection, like we only know that we can publish paper in doing our research. You should know these things as well. You can go for patents, you can go for copyrights, trademarks, and many things, right? So if I just want to give a recap, what is already done, what we have discussed today, basic idea about IP. So a basic idea about IP is intellectual property. What is your intellectually developed ever? If you want to protect that, that is known as IP protection, right? And that is known as intellectual property rights. We write over it, we write over it, and slash that group, right? Then there are different types of IPs. You can call it patents, copyrights, geographical indications, trademarks, trade secrets. Anyone has any doubt in all of these IPs I just repeated? Anyone? You might have, like, of course, I am experienced. I know better that, or I know everything, but you might not have understood in just this much time period. So, if you also have some doubts, you can directly also contact me. You can, I'll share the mail ID with Ayush. And if in case you want to know more about the field or more options, if you want to get the work done, then you can contact us directly also, right? So IP, you should know what are the types of IP, what are the basic criteria for getting a patent. Patent is given on the basis of the novelty of the invention. It should be non-obvious, should be useful in industry, right? It should be made or can be sold, right? So these three things you need to consider. Please repeat after me what three things we need to know to get a patent. Louder. It should be
Non-obvious.
yes.
First, the novel. First, novel. Then obvious. Third one is useful. Useful for any industrial application.
Copyright what it should be there.
Yeah, pure sand.
Should be original.
Great. So for copyright, your work should be original. For patents, you should have these things. What on what basis you can get a patent? First, it can be a process, it can be a product, it can be an apparatus. Right? For a trademark, what all things are required? Anyone? Trademark.
Distinctive.
Tell me, guys. Look up. In 2 minutes, you will be free from my this boring lecture. So at least answer. Okay. For trademark, you should develop a symbol which is distinguishing your product, your brand in the market. You should not copy like Burger King copied Burger King, right? Or Domino's copied Domino's. Many brands are there. I'm not getting many examples. Every day it is on newsletters. So there are many cases going on, right? So Trademark, you should know these things. For copyright, patents, you should know these things. And in case anybody has doubt, please let me know. Anybody has any questions?
Anyone is having any question? No.
No? Okay. Then great, it was nice being in a session with you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chancellor, for present you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful presentation and valuable advice. It was a great session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.